Hi Rohani, welcome to my
Right.
channel. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. It is my pleasure actually. So, I hope LSR Economist is not treating you as harsh because I have Economist too and it is definitely hard.
You know how eco things are, so let's not get there.
Yeah. So, why not let's just jump onto CVT straight away. So, what was
For
your
sure.
what was your score in CVT and percentile?
So I scored like 100 percentile in three subjects: economics, political science, and English. And yeah, apart from that, my marks would be like 200 on 200 in all these three subjects. Maths made was 140, 183 in physical education. Yeah. My maths के marks they just मतलब पता नहीं कैसे I expected somewhere around and I cross checked with the questions. It was coming out to be somewhere around 170 and I got like 133, which is fairly बहुत ज़्यादा. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was
Wait.
your preparation strategy?
So preparation strategy, honestly, as soon as boards ended, I barely had time like everybody else that did. But along with that, मेरा जो exam था that was scheduled on 16th July, and both the slots on the same day. So
Okay.
as far as I remember, 12th July, 11th July, around 12 at the night, the dates were released. सो बेसिकली कितना ही टाइम था मेरे पास वो प्रॉपरली उसे चैनलाइज करने के लिए. So what I did was I just focused on quality over quantity. I made sure that whatever I was doing it with utmost, dedication. And along with that, because since every subject was equally important, so I used a different sort of preparation technique for all of them. So yeah, pretty much that.
All right. So, could you tell me subject wise, like what was your prep strategy for English?
So yeah, I think English, I just focused a lot on vocabulary because that was the basis of the paper. So I did vocabulary thoroughly. Along with that, brushed up the basic concept of grammar. And yeah, pretty much that. Practiced a few mocks. And yeah, that's it. Along with that, I also used this book called Word Par Made Easy by Norman Lewis, which was a total savior. And yeah, big hit. I would really recommend everyone to read that before, if you want to really ace your English ka paper. For mathematics, I think conceptual clarity is very important because you could do like 100 questions but still not be clear with the concept. So I think at this point of time, when you have very limited time in hand, it's important that you focused on conceptual clarity. NCRT beat any resource material that you are referring to. Just keep your resources limited, and along with that, focus on concept building. Yeah, for maths, it was that.
Okay, and some specific books that you used apart from NCRT for maths?
Okay, so basically I did NCRT more or less, and then I also referred to a few YouTube channels for the deleted portion. Other than that, at that point of time, there were not a lot of books that were available. So I did NCRT Exemplar, basically did all the concepts, and then there was this one book that MCQ based that I did, nothing more than that. So political science के लिए just consider your NCRT to be your Bible. Just go through each and every line, be it the boxes at the side, be it anything. There are two books. दोनों ही books में से कुछ भी आ सकता है. So it's not like you have the leverage या liberty to leave anything. Do everything. एक लाइन में से एक वर्ड में से क्वेश्चन बन सकता है. एंड दैट इज द वेरी रीजन कि पॉलिटिकल साइंस का पेपर was comparatively very easy for me because it's like either you know it or you don't. तो बस आपको आपने जो पढ़ा हुआ है बस वो exact same NCRT की lines में से उठाए हुए question. So yeah, political science के लिए that.
And I think the thing that you said about pol science, similar thing was with me for business studies because it is also a theory subject. If you know NCRT well,
Yeah,
then of course you would be able to ace the paper. Even I got 200 on 200 in BST, so theory subjects का वो चलता है. And the
वो
last
चलता है,
subject,
right,
the
right.
fourth one.
I had economics. So basically, economics के लिए again conceptual clarity. Any reference material you are referring to, because hardly matters क्योंकि concepts सब जगह same है. Just make sure that your concepts are on point and questions are fairly easy and you can crack them बहुत आराम से if you know the concept. That's it. For Indian Eco, I think you can refer to NCERT क्योंकि मैंने भी वही किया था. Indian Economy के लिए I did the entire NCERT and questions would not be like कि ये fact बताओ कि 20% इसका कितना. Not like that, but it would be inferential based कि what do you derive from this? इससे इसका मतलब क्या है? And then there'll be 4 options given and you have to pick the most relevant one.
And we also had those comprehension passage based questions where there was the passage given on top and like options below. It was fairly easy, like जैसे 5th 6th में comprehension करते थे वैसे. And now since your paper was like very early, it was in July only. So I think all of your time in the day used to go to CUET only. सारा time CUET को जाता था.
So yeah, जैसे मैंने बताया मेरे पास बिल्कुल भी time तो था ही नहीं. So what I did was because जो English portion I was fairly मतलब मेरे को ऐसा था कि अच्छा हाँ ये तो prepared हो रखा है because I gave a lot of other entrance exams. तो उनसे वो prepare हो रखा था. Other than that domain specific पे focus करना था उस time पे. तो yeah, as you बिल्कुल पूरा दिन CUT में निकल जाता था क्योंकि I have seen sunrise and sunset साथ में, because वो मैंने ऐसा सोचा था कि कुछ ही टाइम में बहुत अच्छे से कर लेती हूँ, उसके बाद दिन आराम से जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा, but I'll have like time for other things, but अभी के लिए CUET is the main target. So yeah.
Studied every subject every day?
Yeah, I think because of the given time constraint, I had to manage all the subjects together. So yeah, pretty much I never studied like कि ये 1 घंटा पढ़ना या 2 घंटा पढ़ना. It was all based on what I was supposed to do that day. So it was again more of quality time spending on the subjects rather than quantity. So yeah.
So I'm assuming you made some timetables one day before that has to be followed the next day, right?
Not exactly timetable, but yeah, like a to-do list कि क्या करना है कल. So basically, I wrote the entire syllabus for all the subjects एक बड़े से chart paper पे. They were and then उसमें से I used to pick things up for the next day. So yeah, it was like a to-do list rather than like a timetable. But yeah, whatever strategy works, but it's very subjective. What may work for you would not work for me. What may work for me might not work for you. So it's very specific and everybody has to understand their level of understanding and then pick the strategy that works for them.
Right. So what were your expected marks in the, like, did you expect more or you expected less? What was it?
I think when the results were released, I was expecting 200 on 200 in the 3 subjects that I got. But then मुझे याद है कि economics और English में the marks were come before normalization. So then I put that request, जिसमें pay करके आपको अपना बताना था कि with answer का proof कि what do you think is the right answer. And then when the normalized scores came, मेरे तीनों subjects में 200 on 200 थे. So that is one. But also to the other side of the coin, that maths I was expecting a lot more, somewhere around 150, 170ish. But then I got somewhere around 740 or 140. So which is like मुझे काफी वो लगा था कि ये कैसे हो गया. हाँ, बस maths मुझे ऐसा था.
So what do you think was the toughest subject? Maths, I think, very fair.
Tough nahi, I think lengthy, because tough bhi isliye because there was no time अच्छे से given, because you see I did not understand the method regarding the time allocation, because ऐसा था कि political science के लिए भी उतना ही time मिल रहा है जितना maths के लिए मिल रहा है. Now one subject is theory based, you either know it or you don't, but in maths you have to do things, you have to like solve and everything. So उसके लिए the time allocation, how is it supposed to be the same? That was one. So I think picking the right question कि किसका answer आ सकता है, that was the real catch. Paper मुश्किल नहीं था, paper थोड़ा lengthy and it involved a lot of effort. So उस effort के लिए time allocation था. I think that was the real problem.
Right. So what were you thinking on the day of the exam? Like excited, nervous? What was it?
I think मुझे process करने का time ही नहीं मिला कि what I was exactly thinking. वैसे क्योंकि रात को I was studying only and then शायद late ही सोई थी जितना मुझे याद आ रहा है. Then I got up in the morning. वो jitters तो थे ही अंदर से कि क्या होगा, कैसे होगा भी कि नहीं, कैसा कौन सा कॉलेज मिलेगा. वो आगे की चीजें पहले आ रही थी दिमाग में कि exactly क्या होने वाला है. But then when I got into the center, मतलब जल्दी ही पहुंच गई थी एंड देन जस्ट सैट टुक सम डीप ब्रेथ्स कि अच्छा ठीक है हो जाएगा जो होना होगा. एंड उसके बाद पर फिर तो पता ही नहीं चला. फिर तो जैसे जैसे शुरू हुआ खत्म होते पता भी नहीं चला. एंड तो मेरे दोनों स्लॉट्स एज आई टोल्ड यू एक ही दिन थे. तो एक सेंटर अलग जगह था, दूसरा सेंटर दूसरी जगह था. तो वो बीच के टाइम फ्रेम में आई वाज लाइक कि पेपर मेरा अच्छा हो गया, अब देखते हैं नेक्स्ट क्या, मतलब वो भी चीज थी. बट अगेन फिर से जब मैं सेंटर पे पहुंची दूसरे पेपर देने के लिए वो भी खत्म हो गया. एंड जब पेपर के लिए बैठ जाओ तो तब पता नहीं चलता कि कि होना क्या है. मतलब यू आर जस्ट इनटू द पेपर. तो बस. और उसके बाद जब खत्म हुआ तो आई वाज लाइक वाओ, डन एंड डस्टेड हो गया. एंड बिकॉज आई वाज रियलाइजिंग दैट अ लॉट ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स हैड एग्जाम स्लॉट्स स्केड्यूल 1 जून में, 1 जुलाई में, 1 अगस्त में. तो वो मोटिवेशन ही खत्म हो रही थी उनकी. आई वाज लाइक ठीक है एक दिन में खत्म हो गया, बस चिल करेंगे.
एंड हाउ मेनी मॉक्स डिड यू प्रैक्टिस?
आई थिंक मेरा ना मॉक्स का आइडिया वाज लाइक कि मुझे बस पेपर को समझना है कि पेपर कैसा होगा. सो पर सब्जेक्ट आई थिंक 3-4 ऑफ मैक्सिमम 5 एंड कल्मिनेटिव 3 मैक्स, उतना ही.
You had less time. Like I practiced a lot of them because I had a lot of time. So कुछ करने का था नहीं, सिर्फ CVD था because all the other entrances वो पहले ही हो गए थे सारे, Christ and NPAT and everything. Are you enjoying the course now?
At some point I realized कि the perception we had for eco honors is not exactly how it is. So मुझे लगता था कि eco honors people a lot of like पॉलिसी समझेंगे एंड इकोनॉमिक्स के वो बेसिस समझेंगे. आई वाज वेरी फैसिनेटेड बाय अ लॉट ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एंड आई वाज इवन इन 11th-12th मैंने बहुत सारे ऐसे कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़े एंड आई वाज चैलेंजिंग द बेसिक आइडिया बिहाइंड देम व्हिच वाज फेयरली अ गुड डील. आई यूज्ड टू मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. बट इधर आके आई थिंक नाउ व्हेन रियलिटी हिट्स हार्ड इट्स लाइक 90% इट्स मैथ्स. सो व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डू? So, हाँ, बस right.
I have the same thing. और माइक्रो में जितना होता है that is very limited. Stats and maths ही है.
Very limited. Stats and maths are along with that. Even in macro, micro, whatever it is, बहुत ज़्यादा maths है. So like it's again macro के अंदर भी 80% you say it's math.
What would you advise to CVD 2023 people?
I just want to say that please trust your preparation. Make sure that whatever you're doing with your whole heart and just trust yourself. Baki jo hona hoga it will happen, but what really matters is how hard you tried and you'll be amazing and just all the very best for CUET 2023.
And one thing, I think I've said this in all the interviews that I've taken of people, that please do not panic. I panicked with my maths exam and it was, I think my score was 20 marks, I don't know, whatever. It was slightly less than my expectations because I panicked in the exam. So अगर मैंने panic नहीं किया होता, it would have been much better. So thank you so much. This was the end. I really enjoyed talking to you. You enjoyed this interview?
Of course, I think it was really, really amazing. And yeah, it was great talking to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.